What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we're hearing that everything that you've heard about stimulus up to this point has just changed. Yesterday, President Joe Biden came out of those meetings, and now what we're hearing is that stimulus has flipped. This is your stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you already know that yesterday I reported to you the breaking news as it came out that President Joe Biden called for emergency meetings with moderate Democrats and progressive Democrats, both in the House and in the Senate, to try to unify everybody, to try to get something passed, to get that stimulus bill passed and to get the infrastructure bill passed, and also to work on avoiding a government shutdown and also to avoid hitting the debt ceiling and the U.S. defaulting on their debt, which would cause economic catastrophe. We're hearing something that has never happened in U.S. history. Now, you guys, for those last two, government shutdown and hitting the debt ceiling, I'm going to be covering those in more detail in an upcoming video today, so stay tuned. But in this one, I want to focus on the stimulus and infrastructure bill and what unfolded in those meetings as we're seeing articles come out like this. Take a look. After huddling with Biden, Democrats sound moderately optimistic about passing his progressive agenda, which is the Build Back Better plan for infrastructure and stimulus. And you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you the details of what they're saying came out of those meetings. But also, take a look at this. Manchin, Biden told moderates to pitch the price tag for the reconciliation bill. And that's right. What we're hearing is that $3.5 trillion, it's going to get cut down significantly, which means stimulus provisions that were going to be included are likely going to get slashed or reduced. So massive changes are on the way for stimulus. And also, what we heard was Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi wanted to have infrastructure and stimulus ready for a vote on the 27th. And if they make these modifications, they're not going to hit that deadline of September 27th. And this is going to go out further, changing the arrival time and the overall price tag and the provisions included in stimulus. You guys, everything has changed for stimulus. Now, I'm going to dive into these articles, get you caught up on the latest details that we're hearing about these changes. We're likely going to be hearing a lot more as information starts to roll out, but let's get caught up as of today, September 23rd, 2021. Now, before we dive in though, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keep me up to date on everything that's going on. Don't forget to take a second to just smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It really helps out the channel a ton. Just lets the algorithm know that you think I'm doing a good job, and in turn, YouTube will continue to promote my channel and my videos. Now, in addition to that, don't forget, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything that's happening. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. And if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, come join the viewing community, join the RAM fam, we like to call it. I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff. Stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment, everything that's going on with money, so that way you know what's going on. And if you got any specific questions for me, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. It's easy to get a hold of me. I'm very accessible. All you got to do is go through Instagram, and yes, I go through all those DMs myself, and I'll do my best to respond. Give me a little bit of time because I get a lot of them, but I will go through and do my best to answer any questions that you guys got. And use caution here on YouTube because there's a lot of scammers. They take my picture, they claim they're Steve Ram, and then they say, oh, contact my assistant on WhatsApp. And then they ask for your personal information and they ask you to donate a money. You guys, I don't have a WhatsApp, I don't have an assistant, and I don't ask for you to randomly donate me money in the comments, okay? That's not me. I'm here to get you caught up on the latest info. And with that being said, let's go ahead and do that. Let's dive right in. I'm going to let you know what's happening right now with President Joe Biden, the Democratic Party, stimulus, infrastructure, and everything flipping and changing. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, you guys, so first up, link in the description below to this Yahoo News article that just came out this morning, and it says, after huddling with Biden, Democrats sound moderately optimistic about passing his progressive agenda. Now, the article says that Democrats came out of the 5 hours of meetings with President Biden on Wednesday, insisting that they aren't in disarray over the twin spending bills that make up the core of Biden's domestic agenda, that Build Back Better plan. But listen to this, not too many of the outside observers seem convinced. Now, Biden first hosted Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. Then, with the group of 11 House and Senate moderates, and finally, a group of House and Senate progressives. Now, the goal was to help broker an impasse between the centrists who want the House to pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill next Monday and are non-committal about the under construction reconciliation package worth up to $3.5 trillion. And the progressive wing, which wants the centrists to commit to passing that reconciliation package of $3.5 trillion and has threatened to sink that infrastructure bill without concrete assurance. Without a resolution, both bills could fail. Now, listen to this. We are on schedule That's all I will say, said Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi. We're calm and everybody's good and our work's almost done. Well, you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but we've been seeing a ton of articles and a ton of people coming out saying otherwise. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that's just kind of a front, or do you think that's the truth? Maybe we're wrong here. I don't know. Sometimes things can be over dramatized. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But take a look at this, you guys. Another article coming out from The Hill. Link in the description below. Manchin, Biden told moderates to pitch the price tag for reconciliation bill, saying, listen, 3.5 trillion, whatever. Just let us know what you need. Take a look, you guys. Senator Joe Manchin said that President Joe Biden urged a group of moderate lawmakers to come up with a top line number that they could support for Democrats' sweeping reconciliation bill. Manchin, a key vote in the Senate, was a part of the group of the House and the Senate moderates who met with Biden on Wednesday afternoon as Democrats tried to figure out a way to bridge their divides on the $3.5 trillion package. Listen to this. He just basically said, find a number that you're comfortable with. Manchin said, adding that Biden's message was to please just work on it and give me a number. Just pretty much saying, you guys, just let us know. We're going to accommodate you. Man, you guys, sounding like Senator Joe Manchin and moderates are going to get their way, and that price tag is going to come down. Now, listen to this. Manchin told reporters that he didn't give Biden a number that he could get behind, and that Biden didn't give him a hard deadline for when moderates needed to turn over that number. So you guys, we don't have an overall price tag, and now we don't have an arrival or delivery time either. It's just all kind of arbitrary, up in the air. And listen to this. He said, the quicker the better, but I'm not sure if they're going to get there. Manchin told reporters, adding that they could get a resolution bill or reconciliation bill eventually. And he said, I think a good reconciliation bill could be done whenever. So it's just kind of up in the air, you guys. Now listen to this. Senator John Tester, who attended the meeting with Biden, said that moderates and progressives were going to try to work out a framework potentially by as soon as next week. So the soonest potentially could be next week. So looks like that 27th deadline is going to be a hard no, and it's going to go past that. And how far past? We don't know. And it says House and Senate Democrats approved a budget resolution earlier this year that would allow them to pass the bill of up to $3.5 trillion without any GOP support in the Senate. But that price tag, as you know, has run into hurdles with moderates like Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, who said that they can't support a bill of that size. But progressives have loathed to go any lower. Senate Budget Committee Chair Bernie Sanders told reporters after a meeting that the top line has already come down. It started at $6 trillion. And you'll recall that progressives, they were calling for monthly, reoccurring $2,000 stimulus checks, $1,000 stimulus checks, unemployment extensions, all these provisions, $50,000 forgiveness in student loan debt, all of this stuff, and they cut it down to $3.5 trillion. All those things they wanted are currently not in the stimulus package, and now they're saying that moderates want to cut it down even further, you guys. And we're hearing, sounds like President Joe Biden might be accommodating those requests. Now, it says that the dual meetings come after days of high-profile squabbling among Democrats over the path forward. The $3.5 trillion bill is a part of Biden's two-part spending strategy. The other piece is a roughly $1 trillion infrastructure bill that already passed the Senate and that the House could vote on as early as next week. And that deadline is the 27th. And also, I reported to you guys yesterday that we heard that bipartisan infrastructure bill that was going to get support from Republicans, well, now, yesterday, Republicans came out and said they might not support it. So, if Democrats do not unify, if progressives and moderates do not come together and support that infrastructure bill, it likely will not pass in the House, which could be the end of infrastructure, the end of stimulus, and they're saying if nothing's produced, the end of control of the Democratic Party as midterm elections are right around the corner. And that would mean a non-productive President Joe Biden, which would mean the end of President Joe Biden's presidency in 2024, as his approval ratings have already plummeted down to 43%, meaning that the majority of Americans are not happy with his performance, and almost anybody that took him on might be able to take his place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, jumping down in the article, let me know your thoughts on this one, you guys. It says that Manchin, speaking to reporters, warned progressives against holding the Senate-passed infrastructure bill hostage, and that Manchin was a part of the Senate bipartisan group that negotiated the bill in August, and he said, it's still a shame. It's truly a shame that they're using that as a hostage towards this, Manchin said. To hold up a bill that every part of the country needs doesn't make any sense at all, Manchin said, adding that Biden would love to see that bill move forward. So Manchin is saying that progressives are holding the infrastructure bill hostage, threatening to wreck it if stimulus doesn't pass. But progressives are saying that Sinema and Manchin are holding the stimulus bill hostage if they don't vote on the infrastructure bill on the 27th. So you guys, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So you guys, a whole lot going on right now, and we're likely going to be getting a ton of more information here very soon, as we're going to be finding out what's going to be coming more out of these meetings, what's going to be the overall price tag, what's going to be the new arrival and delivery time. Are they going to be voting on the 27th on infrastructure? Are they going to delay it? What's going to happen with the provisions in the stimulus package, as it's likely going to get cut down? Also, what's going to be happening with the debt ceiling and with a potential government shutdown? You guys, a ton of news coming out almost by the hour, and I will be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel so you know what's going on, you guys. So stay tuned. I'll keep you up to date. And also, thank you so much for joining me as always. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a second, smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments down below. I want to see what your thoughts are. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Smash the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. If this is your first time here, I'll keep you up to date on everything. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.